So if you are not enlightened right now, perhaps you have things to forgive in your life or people to forgive. And if you have toxic relationships or dysfunctional relationships, most of the time that is happening because you haven't forgive what you have to forgive in your life. So yeah, it's gonna be so powerful today. We have a lot of people from UK actually tonight. Welcome, New Zealand. It's also early morning there, I guess. Southern California. Welcome everyone. We are almost 150 people live, and I think in 1 minute we're gonna start. Welcome. So guys, write in the chat if you have somebody to forgive, somebody or someone from the past. It can be your ex, he can be your old boss, he can be an old friend, he can be a stranger that behave wrongly with you. You can write in the chat box if you have somebody to forgive. Actually, we're gonna work on forgiving somebody else. Regarding forgiving yourself, we might gonna do another webinar. As you saw, the technique works instantly every time, but you can do one thing at a time. Yeah, you cannot reprogram all the fears or all the emotional blockages from your subconscious mind at once, but you can reprogram them one by one. Okay, so we have people with her husband, father, ex. Yeah, you definitely have people to forgive in your life. If, as I said, if you have toxic relationships or people that you don't like in your life, you definitely have something to forgive about them. Your parent, your Xbox, your sister, exactly. Oh, but choose just one. I know perhaps you have many people to forgive in your life, but choose just one and set the intention for tonight to forgive that person and choose somebody that is very painful. And you're going to see that we're going to use the scale of intensity to see how intense it is, the unforgiveness, on a scale of intensity from 0 to 10 in the beginning. But we're going to get there very soon. Okay, amazing. Guys, I think it's time to start. So welcome everybody. In this webinar, I'm gonna apply this powerful mental reprogramming technique to help you forgive somebody or someone from your life. It is a very powerful experience, and you will see a powerful transformation in your life happening. So if you have toxic relationships or unhealthy relationships in your life, this is happening because you have people in your past that you haven't forgive yet. Yeah, because the negative emotions that you feel towards those people are are old emotions. Yeah, you never feel new negative emotions. Most of the negative emotions and most of the conflicts in relationships are because of old wounds. So today we're going to focus on healing those old wounds so that you have more positive and beautiful relationships. So welcome everyone. I also prepared a small presentation to give you more clarity what we're gonna do actually today. Yeah. So at the end of this webinar, you will feel an instant transformation in your life that you never thought possible. Usually, to forgive somebody that hurt you in a emotional way, it takes a lot of time. But with this mental reprogramming technique, is gonna be so easy and so fast to have to forgive somebody. So welcome everybody. We are already 160 people on the call. Congratulations for showing up, for taking the time out of your day or evening, whatever time it is, where you are now, to improve yourself, to better your life, and to improve your relationships. As I said in the beginning, today is full moon, so it's also an amazing opportunity, I think, to forgive somebody from your life. And the more you forgive, the happier your life will be and the healthier your relationships will be, because if you want a happy life, you must have happy relationships. Happiness is correlated to the quality, so the quality of your life is correlated to the quality of your relationships. So today you are in for a beautiful ride, yeah, where I'm gonna help you to forgive somebody or someone from your life, from your past, somebody that you it's still hurting you when you think about it. And Yeah, let's go. So what is the schedule of this webinar? In the first part of the webinar, you will understand how this method works. I'm going to give you more clarity about who I am, how the subconscious mind works, yeah, to give you a little bit of theory. And then in the second part, we will do the demonstration. So I'll help all of you that are here on the webinar present to forgive somebody or someone from your life, from your past, and to have a profound transformation in your life, and to have an interesting healing experiences. And at the end, we will also have a Q&A. So stay until the end. I will be happy to answer to all of your questions if you have any questions for me. And also, by the way, guys, if you stay until the end, you're going to be able to register for a free one-on-one private session with me or one of my facilitators to experience this technique on a more deeper level. Because what we're going to do today, I'm going to apply the technique one to many. But if you want to experience the technique at the at the highest potential, you have to experience it one-on-one with me or one of my facilitators. Because with this technique, as I said, you can reprogram fears, limiting beliefs, traumas, heal people in your life. So in this private session that I'm going to offer you at the end of the webinar, I will help you to reprogram one of your biggest fear or biggest blockage that you have in your life, and to experience the technique at the highest potential. So welcome everybody. And if you want to see results, by the way, be present, make sure you won't be disturbed. Yeah, this session is going to take maximum 1 hour, so stay present. If you really want to have this experience and to forgive somebody from your past and to heal your life, stay present and you will see a powerful transformation in your life. Turn off your social media and other distractions and be fully engaged in this process, especially when I'm going to start making the commands. But obviously, we're going to get there in a moment. And why do we reprogram the subconscious mind? Yeah, let's talk about the main topic, why we are here. Because modern psychology shows that 95% of what we do every day comes from the programs recorded in the past and not from your conscious thinking. Yeah, that means that most of the negative emotions, thoughts, reactions, your behavior, everything is repeating based on the subconscious programming that you have. And all the toxic relationships that you have in your life, are from your past. For example, if you try to go from a job where maybe you're abused by your boss, or maybe where you had a conflict with some other colleagues, and you go to another job with the intention that maybe in the next job you will feel better, you will not feel better, because you have to leave the memory of your subconscious mind. Yeah, if you are, I don't know, if you have the rejection wound, or if you feel betrayed, or if you feel injustice, you're gonna continue repeating those emotional wounds until you reprogram them. So that's why we are here, to help you reprogram the subconscious mind, so that you break the pattern of the negativity in your life. Yeah, but today we're going to focus on forgiveness. So what is the mental reprogramming technique? It's a method where we do basically verbal commands to the subconscious mind, but I will give you more clarity about that. And it helps you releasing negative emotions or anxiety instantly. Yeah, you can change limiting beliefs or fears. And the most beautiful part about this method that created so many testimonials and so much excitement around the world is that you can see the results instantly. You don't need to wait 2-3 months of therapy and doing endless sessions, yeah, at psychology or therapy to see results. No, you're gonna see results instantly. After we finish making the commands, which is gonna take me just few minutes, you're gonna see how you don't think and feel negatively about the topic or the subject that we've worked on. It is an experience that you must have to understand. And it's easy to learn and practice by everybody. There are already more than 2,000 students who have learned this technique to apply it on themselves and to apply it on other people. And just to give you more clarity, because I receive these questions every time, if anybody can do this technique, and yes, everybody can do this technique. I don't have special powers, I don't have special abilities, everybody can do it. There are more than 3,500 testimonials and case studies that I gathered in the last 3 years with this method. But what is important and relevant for you is obviously for you to experience the technique. I've done over 103 workshops with live demonstrations like this one, where I applied the technique on hundreds of participants, and everybody was able to see the results instantly. So once again, it's an experience that you must have. And let me share a little bit of my story to give you more clarity and to connect with you a little bit deeper. So my name is Emanuel Giurgi. I'm 32 years old. And in this moment in my life, I live an extraordinary life. I am financially and emotionally free since over 7 years already. I am traveling around the world. I have amazing relationships, and I wake up every day with joy and enthusiasm, and I go to sleep with joy and enthusiasm, and I can literally let my mind think of any situation, past, present, future, and I cannot find any negative emotion. Yeah, and this is a powerful state of consciousness that you can arrive after you reprogram all the negative emotions that are stored in your subconscious mind, because this is the highest peak that this technique can get you to be literally emotionally free. Yeah, where you have entire weeks or even months where you don't have any negative emotions. And even though this sounds crazy, this is possible, because if you reprogram your subconscious mind consistently of all the negativity from your subconscious mind, and I will show you how you can do that, you're gonna have an extraordinary life. But my life wasn't always like this. As I said, I was born in Romania into a complex family where I experienced a lot of traumas and a lot of domestic violence, and I suffered of social anxiety every day, of social anxiety and panic attacks since I was 26 years old. And this was mainly because my father told me since I was very, very young that he made me my mistake, and he was telling me every day to leave the house, and he was rejecting me a lot, telling me how happy was he if I was not there. And I grew up, as I said, with this deep belief that I don't deserve to live, and I was bullied and humiliated in all the social environments I was in, at school, with friends, even in the family. I've experienced a lot of poverty and domestic violence. And because I woke up spiritually since I was actually 13 years old, and I became fascinated about this idea that we can change our subconscious mind and we can create our experience of life with our thoughts and emotions, I became very passionate and very disciplined about changing my subconscious mind, about healing. So I started to read hundreds of books, and it was a period of my life of about 6 years when I was in London, where I was so desperate to heal myself and to overcome all that poverty, all that anxiety, and all that mediocrity. And I've done years and years of EFT tapping, of psyche, of theta healing, of timeline healing, of regressions, a lot of affirmations, a lot of manifestation practices. I've done perhaps everything that I came across. I spent a lot of money to different courses and healers. I was paying a lot for different retreats. I've done even 24 times ayahuasca. I was so desperate to heal myself. And the conclusion to what I arrive actually after so many years of hard work and discipline is that not a lot of things are working actually. And I was looking into my friends' life, they are that were kind of like me after so many years of discipline and spiritual practices and living consciously, they were still at the same level. And this is the story actually that most of the clients are telling me. Hey, I've been working with myself so for so many years, I've done so much self-development, I've done so many therapies and practices, but I'm still stuck at the same level. And I will show you how you can actually measure and quantify the results, because this is actually the biggest problem that people have when they start working with themselves, when they start doing self-development or different healing practices, that they don't have clarity. They cannot measure and quantify the results. But I will show you how easy it is to do that. I will show you a powerful exercise to help you identify all the um, blockages and fears from your subconscious mind. Because if we go from this theory that everything is controlled by your subconscious mind, the first thing that we need to do is to do an evaluation of your subconscious mind. Yeah. And here is a powerful exercise. I will stop the comments for now, just for you to see the whole exercise. And this is actually a powerful exercise, and I want you to stay present, to take a deep breath in. Yeah, to be a little bit more present, and to follow up on this exercise, because this is a very powerful exercise. So guys, if you want a long lasting powerful transformation in your life, what you have to do is to do an evaluation of all the fears and limiting beliefs from your subconscious mind. And here is a list with the main fears and limiting mental programs that I've identified after working with over 10,000 people, yeah, that are repeating to most of everybody. And what you have to do is to write next to each fear and limiting belief from this list how intense and true it is for you on a scale of intensity from 0 to 10. So for example, when you think about the fear of the future, yeah, how intense and true it is, this fear, from 0 to 10. Yeah, you don't need to do muscle testing. You just have to think about it, because if you can think about of a fear, you can, if you have the negative reaction, yeah, that means the fear or the limiting belief, it is installed in your subconscious mind. You don't need to double check it. If you have the fear and you have the emotional reaction, it is 100% installed in your subconscious mind. Yeah, and as I said, if you want a long lasting powerful transformation in your life and to be emotionally free, you have to reprogram all the subconscious mind. And it is my guarantee to you that if you reprogram all this list with fears and limiting beliefs, you're going to have an extraordinary life. You're going to have success on all levels of your life. You're going to wake up with joy and enthusiasm every day. You're going to have amazing relationships, and everything will be great in your life. And this is when you know that you've done all the work that was possible to do about reprogramming your subconscious mind. And people sometimes takes this for granted, but this is actually a very powerful exercise that will give you a lot of clarity. This is like the map of your subconscious mind, and you're going to be able, as I said, to measure and to quantify your progress. Yeah, because if, for example, maybe you want to do affirmations, or maybe you want to do regressions, yeah, you practice regressions for example for 6 months, but after 6 months you do this exercise again to see how many things have improved in your life, how many fears have been lowered in intensity. Because here is the thing, guys, if another 6 months of 1 year or 1 year have passed and none of these fears or limiting beliefs have been lowered in intensity, your life will be exactly the same. So this will give you a lot of clarity. And after you register actually for the free private session at the end of the webinar, I'm going to send you the full list, because this is just a presentation. The full list is actually a little bit bigger with the fears and limiting beliefs. And trust me, guys, even though it might seem overwhelming to have so many fears or limiting beliefs, trust me, it's so easy and simple to reprogram them with this powerful technique that you can learn in just few hours. Yeah, I'm going to show you at the end also how you can learn this technique. I created an easy program that you can follow and have this powerful experience. Cool. And how does the technique works? Very simple, in 3 steps. So the first step is to identify what fear, what limiting belief, yeah, and for the topic of today, how intense it is the unforgiveness. You have to pick a specific person, yeah, from your life that you haven't forgiven yet, to see how intense it is their unforgiveness from 0 to 10 in the beginning. Yeah, so we need to become aware. There is no change without awareness. Yeah, so once again, the first thing is to identify. The same with the list. We have to identify every fear and every limiting belief to find out exactly what is in the subconscious mind, because the way we do this work is very calculated and pragmatical. I don't like that way of working with yourself in a chaotic way, where you just throw a lot of energy healing, a lot of affirmations, a lot of positive thinking, every day, with forcing yourself with the hope that maybe one day something will change in your life. But things are not changed like that. If you don't measure and quantify the results, nothing will change. If you want to work, for example, on the anxiety, which is correlated to the fear of the future, and if you do, for example, energy healing or whatever therapies, and you go to holistic experiences in your, I don't know, social environment or whatever, and the fear of the future is at the same intensity, nothing will change. So we have to do this work very pragmatical and calculated. Yeah, so we identify, and then the second step is to make a commands. And why do we give verbal commands to the subconscious mind? Because if you haven't found out already, the subconscious mind does not listen to affirmations, to positive thinking, to intentions, to praying, but it obeys to commands. And it is an experience that you can have to see how easy it is actually to change the subconscious mind with a verbal command. But it's not just the command, it's the entire formula. Yeah, you have to understand how to visualize what are the receptor centers. There are a few elements in the technique that makes it work instantly. And then the third step is to confirm the change. Yeah, we never go to another topic or subject to reprogram until we confirm the change. So for example, if we work on the fear of the future, we see how intense it is in the beginning. We do a digging exercise to find out what is behind that fear. Then we give the verbal commands, and then we confirm the change every time. Yeah. So for example, if the fear of the future was at a 10 of intensity, we make the commands, and you will see at the end that it will be at a 2 or 3. Yeah, you will not be able to think it, because this is the result that subconscious reprogramming can give you, is to reprogram your inner reactions. It's not about manifesting things in your life. I cannot guarantee to you that if you reprogram all that list with main fears and limiting beliefs, that you will be a millionaire. But what I can guarantee is that you're gonna feel way much better than most of the millionaires out there. Yeah, you're not gonna feel negative reactions, negative thoughts, and fears throughout the day. You're gonna feel more positive, more full of enthusiasm and joy and power and courage and self-trust and so on. So this is how the subconscious mind is helping you. And by the way, we don't use entities, we don't use external powers, positive thinking, auto-suggestions, hypnosis. We use just the power of our consciousness to change ourselves. And by the way, nobody has ever complained about changing their subconscious mind, so you are in good hands. I've been applying this technique to over 10,000 people in the last 3 years, and everybody has seen amazing results. But once again, it doesn't matter how much I'm trying to explain you how the technique works, and I can show you thousands upon thousands of testimonials. So what matters to you is to experience the technique and to see how is actually possible to reprogram anything in your life in just a few minutes. So once again, it's an experience that you must have. Okay, so we have arrived at the demonstrations. Amazing. So guys, let's take a few deep breaths in. We are already almost half an hour in on this webinar. Take a few deep breaths in, and let's integrate a little bit all the information that I shared. I know I might speak fast, or I get too excited when I speak about the method and the subconscious mind. Take another deep breath in, and let's start with the demonstrations. So guys, are you ready to forgive somebody in your life? Write in the chat. I'm also gonna put the comments here on the stage again. Are you following me? Yes. Okay, amazing. So guys, I'm gonna speak and I'm gonna address at the second person because it's gonna be more easier. So I want you to think about somebody that you want to forgive. Yeah, it has to be a specific person. It can be your ex boss, a sister, a friend, a member of the family, a parent, just pick somebody from your life that you haven't forgiven, and pick that person that is hurting you the most when you think about it. So take a few times to set the intention and to find whom you want to forgive for today. Take your time and choose one single person. I know you might have many people to forgive in your life, but choose one. Yeah, it can be someone that I don't know, injustice you in a way, or betrayed you, or hurt you. It can be even the president. I don't know. Just pick somebody that you feel a lot of negativity for. Okay. So after you choose whom you want to forgive, now I want you to think about that person and to see how intense and true it is the unforgiveness on a scale of intensity from 0 to 10 when you think about that person right now. And I want you to write in the comments, actually, in the chat, how intense and true it is the unforgiveness that you have for that person on a scale of intensity from 0 to 10. Just to write the number so I can see how intense it is for everybody. And this is also important for you to have a point of reference in the beginning to see how intense it is, the unforgiveness from 0 to 10. Yeah. Okay. Anna Toman is a 10, Gitter 9, Christina 6, Julie 6, Angela 9. Okay. And I want all of you actually to write in the comments how intense it is, the unforgiveness that you have for that person from 0 to 10. Yeah, it's very important if you want to have this experience to be engaged and to follow the steps. So pick somebody that you want to forgive and write in the chat, in the comments, how intense it is, the unforgiveness that you have for that person on a scale of intensity from 0 to 10. Okay, so it's quite high for everybody. It's 9, 8, 10, 7, 8.59. That is very clear. 10, 9, 10, 10. Amazing. Okay, so it is clear for most of you now. And now what I want you to do is to think about the negative reactions and the negative, and to feel the negative emotions that you have towards that person. And it's going to take me maximum 10 minutes to make the commands. So what I'm going to do to give you more clarity, I'm going to address verbal commands to your subconscious mind to help you reprogram all the negativity and all the mental blocks that you have regarding that person that you want to forgive. And I will command your subconscious mind to be taken from you, send it to the universal consciousness, and replace those timelines with something new and positive. What you have to do during those 10 minutes, you can close your eyes, stay relaxed, yeah, and just feel the negative emotions that you have towards that person that you want to forgive, and also listen to the commands. This is very important if you want to see results. Don't be distracted, stay relaxed, stay aware, present, and just follow along. Otherwise, if you get distracted, if you walk around, I don't know, if you scroll on social media, you will not see results. So stay present, stay involved, yeah, and just be willing to receive this healing. Okay, so take another deep breath in. You can close your eyes, and during the minutes while I'm gonna do the commands, just feel the negative emotions that you have towards that person. Take another deep breath in, stay relaxed, and let's start. I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have all this unforgiveness that you feel right now, all the moments when you lived through those conflicts and emotional painful experiences, and all the moments and memories when this unforgiveness was formed and installed into your subconscious mind, and all the timelines since all these blockages and this unforgiveness was installed into your consciousness, I command to be taken from you, collapsed, and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel joy, happiness, forgiveness, love, and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. And I command that all the possible and existing timelines that you feel right now, where you feel and have this general state of fear and worry in your body right now, all the tension and pressure in your body, all the tightness, dissatisfaction, anger, and anxiety, and all the frustration that you feel right now, I command to be taken from you and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, fulfillment, power, and courage. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have all this confusion in your life, all this negative and toxic energy that you feel into your head area, all the pain and pressure that you feel in your head, all the mental fog and lack of clarity, and all the ugly thoughts and overthinking, and all the timelines since all these mental blockages and emotional blockages have been installed into your consciousness that you feel right now, I command to be taken from you and send it to the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, clarity, peace, and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have all this heaviness and tension into your chest area, all the agitation, panic, and all the negative emotion that you feel into your chest area and in your whole body right now, I command to be taken from you and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, power, love, and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have all this negative state of shame and anxiety into your whole body, all the tightness that you feel into your throat, all the pressure and all the note and the negative state and sensation that you feel down in that you feel into your body, into your throat, I command to be taken from you, collapsed, and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, power, and courage and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have this tension, anxiety, and in your solar plexus, all the fear, worry, and fury that you feel into your solar plexus right now, and all the rejection and the frustration and the disappointment that you feel into your solar plexus and in your whole body right now, I command to be taken from you, collapsed, and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, power, fulfillment, and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have this emptiness and tightness and tension into your stomach area, all the pressure and the negative emotion that you feel into your stomach area in your whole body right now, I command to be taken from you, collapsed, and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, power. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. And I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have all the tension and stress in your body right now, all the stagnant and blocked energy that you feel into your whole body, all the tension, all the fury, the frustration, the guilt, and the shame that you feel right now, I command to be taken from you and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots, and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, power, fulfillment, and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. And I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have the belief that you cannot get over what others did to you, and all the timelines since this belief has been installed into your subconscious mind that you can't forgive anybody, I command to be taken from you and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots and be replaced with timelines where you feel and have the belief that you've forgiven everybody and you are happy, free, and full of compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. And I command that all the possible and existing timelines where you feel and have all this unforgiveness for this specific person that you're thinking of right now, all the moments when you lived through those conflicts and emotional painful experiences, and all the moments and memories when this unforgiveness was formed and installed into your subconscious mind that you have regarding the person that you want to forgive, I command to be taken from you and sent into the universal consciousness along with all the memories and roots and be replaced with timelines where you feel happiness, joy, power, and compassion. I command that this change takes place now and forever into your consciousness and in all the levels of your existence. I command that all the receptor centers for the old programs, beliefs, emotions, and timelines of you to close and to open new receptor centers for the new timelines, beliefs, emotions, and programs. And take another deep breath in. Keep your eyes closed. And I want you to think about that person right now. I want you to see it in front of you, maybe 1 meter in front of you. See it, think about that person, feel all the emotions that you feel and you have regarding that person, and say to that person these words: I totally and completely forgive you now and forever. Thank you for all the experiences and everything that you showed me. We are free now. Thank you. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And take a deep breath. Smile. And let's wait 1 or 2 minutes. Take another deep breath in. Smile. You can stretch your body a little bit slowly. And take another deep breath. Smile, and let's wait a few moments to see how you feel, to see how you are. You can open your eyes, move your body, become more present, more aware. Take another deep breath and let's see how you feel. Usually with this mental reprogramming technique, we work mainly on fears and limiting beliefs, but today it was a special day. It was full moon, so I want you to have this experience of forgiveness. Right, take another deep breath in and try to think about that person right now. Think about that person and please write in the chat box how intense and true it was the unforgiveness for that specific person in the beginning from 0 to 10 and how intense it is now. For example, if it was at 10 and now it's at a 3, write 10 to 3. Now is important to follow the last step, which is to confirm the change. So please write in the chat box how intense and true it was the unforgiveness in the beginning and how intense it is now. So Bobby, oh, I remember you, Bobby. We just done our private session this week actually. So it's been lowered from 7 to 2. Congratulations, Bobby. Good to see you here. So it's been lowered from 7 to 3, from 10 to 4, from 10 to 3, from 10 to 5, from 10 to 0. Amazing. From 9 to 3, from 10 to 3, from 10 to 2. Amazing. Congratulations. Wow. From 7 to 3, from 7 to 1. What a beautiful experience. I actually can feel, the energy that we have created here. From 10 to 3. Alexandra Maria, I think you are Romanian, right? Because you have a Romanian name. From 9 to 2, from 9 to 6. Wow, congratulations, everybody. You should feel actually your body much lighter now. You should feel much better in your body. And as I said, the more you forgive, the happier you will be. From 8 to 4. I was skeptical, but it seemed to work. Thank you. Congratulations, Philip. Yeah, once again, it's not about being skeptical. It's just about coming here to have a profound experience. It's not about debating if this works or if this not work. It's just a powerful form of therapy that works for everybody. So congratulations, everybody. I'm curious to write in the chat box how it was the experience. How do you feel right now in your body? Amazing. So I'm gonna continue with the presentation, and I will show you how you can actually register for the free private session. And after that, I'm gonna take some questions. If you want to share how it was your experience, I can bring you here on stage, and we're just gonna have a nice conversation, and I'm gonna guide you to integrate all of this change. But before that, I want to continue with the presentation. And yeah, I'm so happy to see that all of you felt the results. Once again, forgiving is the highest form of therapy. And yeah, the body feels lighter. It was intense at 9 in the beginning, now it's 3. Amazing. Enjoy the change. I feel good now. I want to see how I feel tomorrow. You're gonna feel amazing tomorrow as well. Okay, let's continue with the presentation to show you how you can register actually for a free private session with me or one of my facilitators. And by the way, guys, if you have registered before, please give space for the others to experience. The purpose of the free session is just for you to have a one-on-one experience. So if you want to, for example, to go further and learn the technique or work deeper with one of my facilitators, the only requirement that I have for you to enter my program where you can learn the technique or work deeper with me or one of my facilitators is for you to believe 100%. I don't want you to take this decision, when out of a sale or out of a discount or for a bonus. I don't like that way of making sales. I just want you to see the results and then to take the decision if this works for you or not, or if it's worth it to invest time and energy into learning this technique and transform your life. So once again, this session will last about 30 minutes. I'm gonna send you a link right now where you can register for the session. Actually, give me a moment to find the link, and you can book in the calendar when is best for you to register for this free private one-on-one session with me or one of my facilitators. Here is the link. I'm laughing for no reason. Anna Duman, congratulations. And I'm happy to see you, Anna, here always and be present. So here is the link, guys. If you want to register for a free session, please do it now. And by the way, the first 10 people that will register for the free session will have it with me. So here is the link once again on the Calendly. Just book the session, write your details, and you're going to be contacted by me or one of my facilitators to confirm the session. And you're going to be able to experience the technique on a much deeper level. And I'm going to help you to reprogram one of your biggest fears or limiting beliefs that you have in your life. I will fulfill you just one wish. So set the intention for that session clear. And I'm also going to send you the list with main fears and limiting beliefs. Amazing. Okay, let me finish with the presentation, then I'm gonna take the questions. And here is the program. If you want to, this is the way basically I can help you. After you register for the session and you saw results and you want to go further to learn the technique and to work on all of those limiting beliefs and fears from the list, the way I can help you and the way I work with people is with a mentorship program where you will learn the technique. Is going to take you about 3 hours to watch a recorded course where you're going to learn the technique, and we're going to do 6 private sessions of 1 hour each during 6 weeks. So every week we're going to do one session of 1 hour. Yeah, not like today where I've done, I don't know, less than 10 minutes of commands to all of you and all of you saw results. Imagine what we can do in 1 hour, 101, and in 6 private sessions. 6 private sessions is more than enough to reprogram all that list with main fears and limiting beliefs and to have a profound and incredible transformation in your life. So this is the way I can help you moving forward after you experience the technique. But once again, the only requirement to enter my program is for you to see results and to see if this method works for you or not. This is the only requirement. So you can't find the link. Here is the link. I think if you click on it, it will show you and you can register for the free private session. You are welcome, Alexandra. And by the way, if you are from Italy, you said we have the course in Italy, in Italian language, if you would like to see it in Italian. We have it in Romanian, in Italian, in Spanish, and in English. Okay, guys, if you have registered already for the session and if you have questions, if you want to share how it was your experience, yeah, you can say in the chat. I can bring you on stage, and or you can write your questions in the comments and I will be very happy to answer you. I'm curious how it was the experience, how you feel right now when you think about that person that I've just helped you to forgive. If you can give me more feedback, if you can write in the comments. And by the way, we have finished the presentation. Yeah, we have finished with the demonstrations for today. So now it's about you. Now it's about your questions. And if you have something to share, something to ask, you can do it. So guys, if you are there, you can write in the chat box whatever questions you have about me, about the technique, about the experience that you just had. We're going to take another 10 minutes out of this webinar to answer to all of your questions. If you have any curiosity about whatever blockages you have in your life, or you can mention what you want to change or improve in your life, and I will give you more clarity and guidance on how to do that. But the best way is actually to register for the free session, and I will help you to reprogram your biggest blockage from your life. Okay, Sony, how can I overcome the fear of failure? Very simple. It's going to take me about 10 to 15 minutes to reprogram that fear. If you have registered for the free session, I'm going to help you to reprogram it, Sunny. Okay? And also stay tuned into the WhatsApp group if you want to participate to the future webinars. We're going to have more webinars in the future. where we're going to work on different subjects, on different topics, and I love this community already. Register for tomorrow, I guess, is with you, Emmanuel. I'm from India this time around. Okay, amazing. Like I've forgotten the heavy, angry feeling I had towards them. Yeah, exactly. That is the best way to describe it, Masha. You know, after you forgive someone or after you reprogram a fear, it will be like you never had that fear and you never had that negative thought. Now what happened dropped out when I click on the link. I don't know, Sarni, what is your situation there? But I will share the link once again if you haven't managed to register. I want to share that you are amazing, and ever since I met you, my life is amazing too. Your technique is great, and techniques are easy to learn and follow. Amazing, Anna. Thank you for your sharing, and I'm happy to see you so often at our webinars. Yeah, the more you participate, the more your life will change, and also when you start learning the technique to apply it on your life is very powerful. I wanted to forgive my ex, and I saw him in my head, sitting in front of me. As you said, we are forgiving and welcoming in love. I saw him failing away and getting further away from me. That feeling was less of a blockage. Congratulations, Alexandra. Yes, if you still have some negative emotions regarding that person, perhaps we have to dig a little bit deeper. Once again, to give you more clarity now, so I apply this technique one to many without seeing you, without understanding exactly what you feel. So that's why it's more powerful to experience the technique one on one. Yeah, you are a good soul. Thank you for helping so many. I just got here. I hate myself when you will have another. I will mention tomorrow when we're gonna have the next one, perhaps next Wednesday. But I will actually put a question for you to answer if we're gonna do it either Wednesday or Saturday. Could you please tell me what the key to make this program work? What is the key? Well, it's not just one key, there are many keys, but the main two elements is to become aware of the problem, you have to measure and to quantify the intensity of the problem in the beginning, and then we are doing the second step is to make commands, yeah, and we also do a visualization process, and the subconscious mind obeys to commands. Again, merci from France. And mulțumesc is the only word I know. Yes, mulțumesc is thank you in Romanian, but we also use merci. Actually, in Romania, we use most of the time mulțumesc, but we also use merci as thank you in our language. So we shared a little bit from French. Thank you so much for help, and I look forward for the one-on-one on Friday. Amazing, Sunny. And once again, this technique is more about experiencing it than to understand it. Once you experience, you're gonna have the understanding. So the experience comes first and then the understanding. It's not a technique based on theory, and because the theory, perhaps you are flooded with a lot of informations these days and a lot of theories and philosophy on the social media. But what you need is an experience. You need the results, not just theory and information. You are extremely generous and kind. Thank you so much. Well, I'm just excited about this technique. Ever since I discovered it, I've been improving it in so many ways and I've applied it in so many things. And if you want, guys, I will share with you the story of how I got to this technique actually. It was 4 years ago when a friend of mine, somebody that I met, gave me this technique, and it was a very basic way of just commanding to the subconscious mind. And then after I saw the power of it, I started to adapt it to my own knowledge and understanding of how the subconscious mind works. Because before I met and discovered this technique, I've healed myself of all the negativity from my subconscious mind. I was already emotionally and financially free. I worked so many years with myself. So when I discovered this technique, I literally adapted to my own understanding of how the subconscious mind works. And I started to apply it on other people, and I saw that they had incredible results as well. So uh, ever since then, I was just working with people, applying it, and helping thousands and even more than 10,000 people across the world to transform their life. And yeah, the way I do my business is very simple. You come, you see the experience, and if you see results, only then I'm gonna make you an offer to enter my program. Otherwise, I will not make any offer to you to learn this technique. So guys, I think we are at the end of this presentation. Congratulations for everyone and for the results. Enjoy the change, and I will see you on the private sessions, and stay updated on the WhatsApp group and on the Instagram page for the new upcoming webinars. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day or night ahead wherever you are. Goodbye.